Hello, good morning students. So in the previous class we have discussed about the vacuoles, and in today's class we are going to study about cell division. So what is cell division? Now as you know, division means what? Division means to divide. To suppose if we have one object and if we divide from half, it becomes two different objects. So divide means to increase in number. We can divide it and we can divide into two parts or four parts. So like that in our body also, cell also divides, and they basically have lot of function. The cell division has lot of function in our body. Like for example, suppose you are injured, okay, and your skin is torn or there is a cut in the skin, and then new skin has to be formed. Your skin cannot remain in the cut shape or cut form. Okay, so the cut has to be repaired. Okay, so for repairing, we require new cells. And how these new cells are formed? These new cells are formed because of the cell division. The old cells will divide and give rise to new cells, and these new cells then will repair the cut. Okay, so sometimes our old cells get damaged, the old cells get damaged or their life is over. Like for example, if we talk about the red blood cells, you might have studied in 7th class or in the lower classes that red blood cells which contain hemoglobin, they transport oxygen. So they have a lifespan of about 120 days. So suppose the cell which is present today or which is formed today will die after 120 days. So if all the red blood cells will finish, then what will happen? Slowly and gradually we cannot transport oxygen. So the old RBC has to be replaced by the new RBC. And how these new RBCs are formed? By the process of cell division. So cell division is basically helps in repair of cells. Okay, and then it helps in replacement of the old cells. Okay, and it also helps in growth. Okay, then cell division also helps in reproduction also. Like for example, we know that a mango plant forms mango. Okay, and the mango contains mango fruit. I am talking about mango fruit. The fruit of the mango contains the seed. Now when we sow the seed in the soil, we put the seed in the soil, the seed develops into what? The seed germinates, and the seed will develop into what? The seed will develop into a mango plant eventually. Okay, but then the question is, how does this seed know that I have to develop into a mango plant? Why does the mango seed does not develop into guava plant or into any other plant? It means from the parent mango plant something has to be passed into the seed which have the information to produce a new mango plant. And what is that passed? The cells are divided from the mango plant, and these cells which contain the DNA or the information, I already told you the DNA contains the information which is present inside the nucleus, and these DNA are passed from the parent to the seed, and this seed will form a new mango plant. Okay, so how this DNA is passed? Now the mango plant cannot pass its own DNA, so what it does, it divides, the cell of the mango plant divides, and that new cell goes into the seed. Okay, and this helps in reproduction also. So cell division helps in repair of cells, cell division helps in repairing of the old cells, replacement of the old cells. Tissues are maintained by the cell division, and then reproduction is also performed by the cell division. Now basically there are two types of cell division that we are going to study. Okay, so the first one is called as mitosis and the second one is called as meiosis. Okay, so meiosis is a type of cell division which helps in reproduction. So meiosis helps in reproduction, or the type of cell division which take place during reproduction is called as meiosis, and the type of cell division which helps in general growth of the body, repair of the tissues, replacement of the old cells. Old cells are replaced by the new cells. So general growth, repair, old cells, replacement of the old cells, this all is because of the mitosis. So mitosis helps in general growth and all these things, and meiosis is a type of cell division which takes place in the reproductive cells, or it forms the reproductive cells, or it helps in the process of reproduction. So we'll be seeing their functions one by one, so and their differences by one. So the basic difference between mitosis is that mitosis takes place in the general cells of the body other than the reproductive cells, and meiosis takes place only in the reproductive cells. It does not take place in any other cell of the body. This is the one major function, and the second major function is that mitosis is also called as equational division. Equational division. Okay, so equational division, what does this mean? The number of chromosomes remains same. Okay, now what does this mean, number of chromosome remains same? Suppose this is a parent cell, it contains two chromosomes. Okay, now this cell divides into two cells, so both the cells also have two chromosomes, so the number of chromosomes remains same. And one more thing, you have seen that in this type of cell division, one cell forms two cells, one cell give rise to two cells. Like you have studied about binary fission. Binary fission, amoeba divides into two new daughter amoeba. So like that, in the same way, the one cell divides into two new cells, and the number of chromosomes in the parent cell and the daughter cell remains same. But in the case of meiosis is called as reductional division. Reductional division. Okay, so in the case of meiosis, the number of chromosome reduced to half. The number of chromosomes reduces to half. Okay, like for example, if the parent cell has got two chromosomes, then it divides into two cells, and these two cells again divide into, so four cells will be formed. At the end of meiosis, how many cells will be formed? Four cells, and all the new cells will contain half the number of chromosomes. So they will contain one chromosome, because the parent has got how many chromosomes? Two, and the daughter cells have got how many chromosomes? One. Okay, so always remember that the meiosis is called as reductional division. And why it is called as reductional division? Because the number of chromosomes reduces to half during meiosis, but in the case of mitosis, the number of chromosomes remain same. So that is why it is called as uh, equational division. Okay, so these are the basic differences between the mitosis and meiosis. Now let us see what is given in the NCERT. Okay, now new cells are formed in organisms. I already told you new cells are formed in order to grow. I told you growth, replace old cells, dead and injured cells, and to form gametes. Gametes are the reproductive cells. Gametes are the reproductive cells. Like you have studied about male gamete, which is called as sperm, and the female gamete, which is called as ovum or egg. The process by which new cells are made is called as cell division. So this is the definition. The process by which new cells are made is called as cell division, and it is of two types, mitosis and meiosis. The process of cell division by which most of the cells divide for growth is called as mitosis. I have already told you. In this process, each cell called mother cell divides to form two identical daughter cells. Now identical means the chromosome remains same, the number of chromosomes remains same. That is what is written here. The daughter cells have the same number of chromosome as the mother cell. So it helps in growth, repair of tissues, replacement of the old cells. All these are functions of the mitosis. Special cells of reproductive organs or tissues in animals divide to form gametes. So specific cells are there, specialized cells are there which divide to form gametes, which after fertilization give rise to offspring. So they divide by a process called as meiosis. Okay. So in the meiosis, what happens? Meiosis involves two consecutive divisions. Means meiosis divides. Means meiosis has got two stages. Meiosis one and then meiosis 2. So after meiosis 1 and meiosis 2 we will get how many cells? 4 cells. Okay. And the new cells, the special thing about that is the new cells only have the half the number of chromosomes than that of the mother cell. Okay. So you see how many chromosomes are present here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 chromosomes are present here. But in the end, how many chromosomes are present? Only 2 are there. So 4 is changed to 2, means the chromosome number reduces to half. That is why it is called as reductional division. But in the case of mitosis, how many chromosomes are present here? You count 1, 2, 2 red are there and 2 blue are there. So 2 plus 2, 4 chromosomes are here. In the daughter cells also 2 red, 2 blue, 4 chromosomes. So number of chromosome remains same in the mitosis, but the number of chromosome reduces to half. Now the question is asked, can you think why the chromosome number has reduced to half in daughter cells? Very easy question. Okay, because during the time of process of fertilization, okay, so male gametes contain two chromosome, female gametes also contain two chromosome, but when they fertilize, during the process of fertilization they form a zygote and the chromosome number is restored. So 2 plus 2 becomes 4, which is equal to the mother cell, which is here. You can see total we have 4 chromosomes, and after the fertilization also the chromosome number remains same. That is why to maintain the chromosome number, the meiosis takes place in the reproductive cells, so that the chromosome number reduces to half. Okay, I hope this topic is clear. So prepare notes and study well. Thank you, students.